Sarah. I remember her name very well, Sarah. She was the attaché for education and politics or something like that at the US Embassy. When she took the microphone, she said, "This is the beginning of a great thing to happen." And that encouraged me. That kept me going. 2016, I never give up. We did it. The number moved from 15 to 17. You see, we do as it's a thing that brings people from all over Africa. It's not like our target was to go to Africa. We were very focused. We were very envisioned. We knew where we were going. We wanted to impact on the lives of what young people all over Africa. So we were making sure that we were bringing in people from all over Africa. 70, some from Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Liberia, all over. 70. We moved on to 450, 2019, until COVID hit us. But prior to COVID, we intended to impact more lives to about 1,000. My fellow brethren, you see, I am not here to brag about what I've done. I'm just here to encourage you on this journey of life. You are actually not going to get there until you start. You will never get anywhere until you start. So if you are always envisioning, recently I was telling some young people that you wish to be a millionaire, you wish to be a politician, you wish to be a pastor, you wish to be the chief in your town. Let's say you are in line for to inherit a chieftaincy role in your community. You don't need to just walk into it. You will not emerge into it. You need to start little by little. Every day in your life is a step into it. So count every day as a part of what the process. Mr. Odom mentioned that everything you do, be mindful of it. The places you go, be very mindful. As a leader, it is not everywhere you need to go. You need to manage your time very well. Recently, I was sitting down and I realized that so you have this friend, you have that friend, and today there's no connection. There's a time in your life you need to what distance yourself from certain friends, distance yourself, separate yourself, build and be built until you get there, until you are able to get there. You don't dabble in certain things. You don't get around certain people. And that is what will make you stand out wherever you find yourself. On this note, I want to take any questions you have for me. I believe you are thinking through and you have some questions. Yes. Kindly give our gentleman the microphone. Yes. The one in one sound.
Hello, good morning. My name is Baku Jesse. I'm the CEO of Climate Innovations Ghana Limited. So you are talking about volunteerism. What I wish to know is that how do we ensure that volunteerism has a national orientation? For example, you made mention of other developed economies. Like when you look at European Union, the European Union has a program of volunteerism called European Solidarity Corps, which is well structured, tailored to impact socio-economically. When you come to Ghana, in the past, me for instance, I've done a lot of social rural work with cocoa board and other stuff. The noble that we do, you see, we come together, we work, but most of the time you see that even the district assemblies don't even know what we are doing. Sometimes resources are a constraint, they are a challenge. I want to know how we can sort of tailor it nationally so that it has impact is very important. There are a lot of people doing a lot of things, but the impact is not there because the state is not backing. Like when you look at European corps, European Union is backing it and is making it impactful. And secondly, talking about networking is very important. The way to demystify between networking, partnership, and bootlicking is very important. In this part of our world, I have really struggled a lot. I've done public work right from Legon. I have worked for Coke. I really struggled because I come with the mindset I want to do the right thing. I don't kiss shoes. And I really struggled at Coca-Cola. And the first time I traveled, I studied overseas. I had 5 marks for free for mannerisms, speaking out. My lecture, I did economic policy theories. She gave, and I was like, why? And she said, I like people who come and challenge the status quo, and that is how we build a nation. But in Ghana, we wrote a lot of things. We have done a lot of things, even within Kokobo research, so much. But no one will see you because at the end of the day, you are trying to. They say
Outshine.
in our local balance, "Umo biya no aduane abɔ."
Shine
You,
from.
you get the point. So having that national orientation for me is very important because we are building it here. If the is working at the end of the day, whatever we do, I am doing private stuff now. I will go to the state. I will go to GRE. I will go to FDA. If that sense of volunteerism and leadership mindset is not ingrained within our fabrics. At the end of the day, you can be a private person doing very good, but you'll be struggling somewhere because that enabling environment is not there to connect so that that lasting impact can be felt across the entirety of that particular nation. So, how do we do that connection to ensure that all of us as people within a particular country, nation, or globally, we are able to benefit? Thank you.
Uh, Thank you so much. I think he's very experienced when it comes to these areas. So you see, the truth is that as I sat down and heard Benjamin speak, I was thinking about, wow, there can be a partnership. You see, the truth is that things like this will not really sound well the to the politician who is in a hurry to win another election. Yeah, I have to be very frank with you. Yeah, yeah. So you know what? We can do something together. So I think we need to start from somewhere. There are some politicians who listen very well. There are some who listen very well. So but we need to build our plan first. Because I was thinking about a partnership with Rising Path Foundation in in actually having a volunteerism program that will be national, that will even go beyond Ghana. That will be because of our network. We are network all over Africa. So I was thinking about a program like that, but the program needs number one structure of which we have to have the vision for. Okay, so we'll do that. And then it must get what funding to support it. That is one of the challenges with Africa. We start something and then we don't have a financial plan. So we need to also have a financial plan. So we have some meetings to do and would actually bring on board some of these things. But hopefully, once Rise Impact Foundation is willing to come on board, can all come together. That is why platforms like this is very important. Okay, because you see, like I was saying, we need to bring back that communal labor mentality because that's one of the things that will help us. I was very furious to hear that when you want to construct a road, the highways can frustrate you. When you willingly want to construct the road in front of your own house, the high or your own street, it will frustrate you, claiming they are trying to meet standards and they will waste your time because they want to spend money on that same project. You see, we need to rise above some of these things. You and me. That is why we are growing to be there. I see a lot of you becoming politicians. I don't know, but that is what I see. When you rise to that point, please make sure that you know the same mistakes you are complaining about. That is one of the things we always find ourselves. You were also talking about what would actually mean when you are following someone, and uh, is it to bootlick or probably to make contribution? You see, that is one of the challenges, of course, this continent has. Once you are following somebody, the person expects you to shut your mouth even when things are going wrong. But I think sometimes, as you also need to know how to communicate things. I remember when I got into the public service for the first time, I was in, I was privileged. I was a young man trying to, I wasn't interested in work. I'm not bragging. I've never written how do you call it, application letter because right from school, I saw where I'm going. Just that when in school, whenever I apply for a visa, I don't get I think I've applied for visa. I've never been interested to live abroad. So when this boss of mine, he accepted, I was working on some proposals for them. He went through, and through the proposal, he got an appointment in government. Through the proposal I did for him, he was able to get an appointment in government. So I was uh, he he said, "Oh, he wanted to put me on a project to assist them, but eventually, since the project didn't go through, it rather came as a form of what employment. So he took me along. So one day he he said something to staff. So I was with him in the car, and I was like, instead of going to Dubai to train staff, you are new in the ministry. Why don't you do the training here in Ghana for us?" And that was the beginning of my problems with him. So that should tell you that probably if I had seen a more mature way to communicate it to him, it would have saved that energy that I lost with him, or that relationship that he thought I was trying to prove to him I know better than him. So sometimes, as young people, we do not find the right way to contribute or to make our contribution. And that is also another we need to learn. If we are not able to do that, there's always going to be a struggle with those up there. So there are certain people, they know how to go around things. Like Joseph, he knew how to go around things. That is why he was called to be the prime minister of Egypt. So communication is very key. System is against us as young people. If you want to bring change, the system is against you. Even as an elderly person, if you want to bring change, look at how some people struggle trying to bring change into the community. Yes, but we also need to find the right way to do it. There's this group that is embarking on what the Sultan, what bus stop boys. They could have gone and be making noise before you are not keeping this place neat. Go and take this thing and come and clear this place. When this place, if you don't clear this place, put camera on them. But rather, they decide to put camera on them clearing the place, clearing the field. And today, they are gaining influence. So we need to find more creative ways. Our problem is really entrenched. The African problem, if you want to, even you're a politician, there are very politicians around. But if you want to bring that change, you definitely need 99% of what? Resistance. So you need to do it gradually. There are some you can see genuinely they will really want to make change. You need to do it gradually. Other than that, you will go down. And I wouldn't wish you to go down. At least maintain where you are rather than going down. So by so doing, apply so much wisdom in addressing any issue that comes your way when you are dealing with a superior or an authority. Authority is authority. Where then authority is authority. They have power. You can let the power punish you. So be very mindful whenever you are as young people. I think there is also another question. Yes. Yeah. So, so as you are saying that that kind of volunteerism is not ingrained in our national fiber, I believe it is the process, the change process. You know, you said you have tried and tried and tried, and you suffered. It is you can lead the change, but the change has not yet happened. So that I want to advise you that don't relent because it looks as if how you are speaking. I suffered. I suffered. It is not over. So you have to press on. Don't renege. Don't relent. Just as you said, the process can continue, but let's know how we communicate. So I would urge you, don't relent. It is part of the change making process. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, my name is Rexford Waters. I want to ask, what advice would you have for the youth, specifically graduates, wish to embark on this volunteerism, but other factors hinders them from doing so? There are some people who genuinely want to volunteer to do something, but other factors like money, work. I'm not solely centering on money, but other things hinders them to be able to genuinely come out and offer their services to that effect. What advice would you have for such people? Thank you.
Yes. See, it is only those who are able to come out of their uncomfortable zone or comfortable zone that do well in life. I have to be very frank with you. There's this gentleman I used to see. We all graduated in the University of Ghana, but I used to see him whenever I go to campus. I used to see this guy. Okay, when I was reading my masters, I used to see this guy like, "Yeah, in this campus, what are you doing here?" You see this guy sharing flyers. He was doing an abroad program, an exchange program. So he prints the flyers, and then in his shirt, you can see so much, so much, with so much enthusiasm. You see this gentleman, he's okay. He's in a favorable situation that he has completed school long ago. Everybody knows that when you complete school, you have. And then every day he's working on the campus sharing flyers. I remember when I started the conference, I used to go room to room. So when I got opportunity to do evangelism, I'm not shy. I can enter everywhere and do evangelism. I can enter any place to do evangelism because back on campus, when I was a student leader, I was the conference director for United Nations Student Association. That's where I built the idea. So you need to build the idea from somewhere before you get there where you want to get to. Now, do what that little idea I got. I was sitting in a conference, a normal conference that I attended as a participant. We call ourselves delegates. Benjamin has been there before. So as I was sitting there, I was just conceptualizing everything and then thinking about the future, building my future. So everything I write today, there's this book, Silent Power Global Blue. And in this book, I have documented every single person I met in the course of volunteerism. Every single person. I launched this book last year during our 10th anniversary. And I recorded every single person, even those we fought. Because in voluntary work, you will fight. In life, you will fight. Fight is part of it. Don't run away from it. There are some people you must give it to them as it is. And they will not, some will have the wisdom to take it, some will also leave. When they leave, let them go, but give them their due. So when I did this book and I shared the parts that recorded all of these individuals who supported, some of them, it has ended, I've earned their respect so much. It has reconciled everything that I had with them because they realized that I am thoughtful. Everything, every detail, everything they did to support the vision has been recorded. So back to your question, the whole thing is that you don't have to look at your situation. Do you think it's everyone's favorable situation to be here this time? Probably somebody has something to study, somebody has another thing to do, but it's yourself. You have spent your time to be here. So it is about sacrifice. So this gentleman I was talking about today, his office is based in what? New York. With the same exchange program, he has an office in New York. Recently, he married. When he married, he flown to what? Spain to have his honeymoon. Like he shows everything. He's to show where he came from. He was struggling. So whenever I see his pictures, I'm like, hey, this guy. I was always thinking about him. That hey, won't he go and look for a job? That was what I was saying in my mind. Is he not shy to come back to this campus and be sharing flyers? Even if what he has to do it, can't he get volunteers to be doing it? He was going to people, talking to them. I ran this exchange program. It is a very good program. When you come on it, it will bring you to so many opportunities. Grab this opportunity, and he was doing it willingly, sacrificing. I'm sure sometimes he goes with empty stomach, and I've been there too. I used to walk from 37 to deliver a letter to US Embassy. When I picked the car, they dropped me at 37. I don't have that time. I think there wasn't Uber and all those things. So I had to deliver the letter. And that sweaty man that delivered that letter would get an ambassador come and speak at our event. At God's Grace 2019, he had the US ambassador, the British High Commissioner, we had the Israeli ambassador, all come to speak at the event. That should tell you that consistency and sacrifice is very important. So don't give up. If it's money, because of money, you can't travel with rising impact, go to someone. I always tell people that you can't complete a first degree and still be looking for money to do second degree. I've always been against people who go looking for money to do a master's, because you've been empowered first time. You are not able to use the power to do anything. You want another power again. You want another power again. What shows that that power you'll be able to utilize it? So make good use of your first power, which is the first degree. At least first degree, if you go and look for money to do first degree, that's fine, because you are young. After high school, it's normal. But second degree, try and build something for yourself. It is, unless probably you are in a field where you have to continue, like medicine, engineering, fine. Probably you have to continue. That's okay. But I think giving scholarships to people to do masters abroad, spending so much to give them, let them work and gain something. Let them build. If we are giving the scholarship, we should give it to those who are doing first degree, because they are yet to build some level of power, some level of what knowledge to be able to get there. I think I am going beyond my time, and so I'll take the last question, and then we. Okay. So, okay. So after her, then you come in.
Thanks for the opportunity. Please, my name is Matilda and I'm a student. Please, I wanted to ask that how do you sustain network with big people without them thinking that maybe you need their help or money or something? How do you build that trust with them? Thank you.
You see, sometimes this networking, we abuse it, and we lack understanding about it. How are you going to network with Dangote when you see Dangote? Oh, Dangote, Dangote, oh, Dangote, I need your card. I need your card. What conversation are you going to have with Dangote? You see, you in this life, you need to measure yourself. I'm not saying it's bad to take the card of Dangote. I'm not saying it's bad to take the card of what our Nana here. But what conversation are you going to have with him? If you know you don't have any conversation to have with him with respect to value, relevance, don't take it. Don't. They are busy people. Don't waste their time. Don't ask them. Have you eaten? There's no need. Don't go and worry yourself taking. I always say that some people, if I am not going to meet you on any path. Don't need. I will not bother. It's like it's pride. Because you're going to be a nuisance to the person. The person will cut you. You will not be able to reach him or her again. So first of all, in networking, you need to understand what you are going in for. What the fulcrum of the relationship will be. So if you don't have a contact point where you are going to relate with that person, don't go. Don't worry yourself. The right person will come. You will have a reason to take his number. Yes. Yeah, you can. So I think I didn't complete your answer. So you need to, you see, you need to, when the person, you see, for instance, when the person is thinking that maybe probably you need something from him, you need to prove. Okay, you need to prove. And by proving, you don't ask him for things. It's real. Okay, and then you offer your help to the person. So if, for instance, you see the person is in, let me say, um, project management, you can offer your help to write a proposal for him. Okay, if the person is a lecturer, you can offer your help to do what, to help him put together his notes, or to help him with something. Look around the person. For instance, if the person is a chief, check around his community what the need is, and then approach him with that and tell him that I've realized that the people in your town, They don't sleep early. I think I have the solution for them. It is a means what to have a relationship with what the person, and that's pockets or the people. They okay. So the next question. I talk now, so please control me.
Sir,
You have to control me. The MC.
so in the intro, I learned that you are a pastor, and I think this question perfectly fits you as a pastor.
Okay.
So, how do we connect spirituality to national and community development without not getting caught up in the quagmire of religiosity?
This religiosity. You see, religion is a place to control your mind. I have to be very frank with you. There's a relationship with you and God and religion. So if you are a young person, you build a relationship with God. Don't trust man like that. Man, man actually put together relation, and man is so self-centered. It's even in the Bible. Man so self-centered. Therefore, religion will sway you away from development. And that is what is happening to our continent. We have made religion steal our minds. And then we are just doing things anyhow. Today, you see pastors influencing appointments. Do you know why they are doing that? They want to increase their what? Their tithes. They want to increase their influence. That is not the kind of thing we are talking about. You see, we must be truthful to ourselves. We must be truthful to ourselves. If you are not careful, religion or a man of God will make you a slave. You need to come out of that slavery. Spending all your time in church will not bring money into your pockets. There is manna and corn. There is manna and corn. You need to put the corn to the ground. You need to hit the ground. For me, I don't even if somebody close to my church, you will know. I don't waste time. I'm done with church. I take my path, move with my family. I see. I'm not interested in pleasing anyone. Even if there's a bishop, I'll please you. You give me my assignment. When you come, do this, do that. I will do it. I will do that. We we are making this thing called religion steal our minds, our creativity, steal everything out of us. And God is not happy at all. God is not really happy with us. Now, we need to be very mindful of this canker. It's very cancerous. It's even more dangerous than any other thing. Any other, any other. Okay, so on that note, I really appreciate the time given me. Rise Impact, kudos. I think they deserve an applause. They've done so well. Put this program together. Uh, so I have copies of my book if you want it. Okay, so let me mention some of the areas to you so that if you are interested. But I'll give a copy each to all those who asked questions. Okay, so all those who ask questions, you have a copy each. Yes, read it through. So, divine compass, faith as foundation, not comfort. The laboratory, sowing desire and for a visionary future and shocks, defining your weakness as your unique input, casting the unshakable vision for tomorrow, transforming why not try into the power of a cool head, why logic must guide the process of wisdom, the demotion, promotion, turning setbacks into strategic advantage. So all my experiences, the experiences I've been through in the last 10 years of running the organization, all the voluntary things I've been through, the volunteers who have supported me, my experiences with them, I've documented it in this book. So I think it's a very good for volunteerism. So you will need it. If you want to volunteer and tomorrow get somewhere in life, I think this should be a very good book for you. Destiny Helpers and the Art of Strategic Partnership, unveiling the power of silence and the perfect timing. So on that note, thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Acheampong Tutu. We are very honored to have you here to speak on the topic of the impact of volunteerism.